Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another red talk, bruv? The aftermath, bro. Saeed, what you telling me, fam?
Yo, what you saying, man? I'm blessed. Can't complain. You know them ones there, bro. All good. All good. All good. Yeah, man. It's been a madness, isn't it, bro? It's been a madness. Thomas Frank sacked. De Zerbi sacked. You know what I mean? Everybody's losing their jobs 2026. No one's safe.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
saying. The Zerbi thing's mad because they're saying, obviously they're doing a mutual consent thing, but I think that there would have been a gentleman's agreement that if he didn't
Yeah.
make certain things, then he had to leave. You know them one.
Yeah, I agree, man. Listen, that guy's a hothead, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know if you caught any of the highlights of the PSG game, but they got dismantled. But it's not even the way like PSG can dismantle a team, yeah, but it's just the way they made it so open. There was not really a kind of a plan. And Aubameyang was on the bench. He weren't too happy. Greenwood was playing in like a 10 position. It was he played like 5 at the back against a team that you know you're gonna get smoked anyway. So you just might as well just go band for band and just go for it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, man, it wasn't great, bro. It wasn't great at all. And you know, it's mad, bro. You build a team like that, and then all of a sudden you're gone. It's crazy. Because he did build a little team there, bro. You know what I mean? That was doing well. Like, it's not as if they're down the bottom of the league. They're in what, top 4? You know what I mean? But yeah, man just the board said had enough and said, see you later. We're out of here, man. You know what I mean? And obviously Frank's gone, but that was a surprise, was it? Let's be honest, man. The Frank one was kind of on its way. But again, he you know what's funny? I was watching his press conference yesterday, and it's the fact that he said, I will be there for the Tottenham game. I will be there. You know what I mean? Like he had the actual chest there to think, yo, I'm there, bro. Bang. You know what I mean? Like, it's in the morning. They said, yo, come to the office. See you later, bro. You get me? And I genuinely think I don't think he's a bad manager. I really don't. I just think, you know what? Sometimes, when you look at their squad, and I feel like I do believe that his mindset was still a little bit like Brentford. And sometimes you can't do that at a certain club like Tottenham. But I genuinely feel like their squad isn't that good. So it was always
rubbish. And you need to understand, that if you're a coach like Frank, Tottenham have unrealistic expectations, for the squad that they have. So you're under pressure immediately. So you're in there thinking, you know what, these men are shit. I can't play a certain brand of football because I don't have the players. First and foremost, I've just got to try and keep it tight, bro. But the problem is, I believe the Tottenham players think they're better than they are. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to get a buy-in from a bag of overrated players, bro, because the truth is, their team's so shit, they should probably set up the way West Ham set up yesterday.
Facts.
That's how they should be playing, but their egos are too big to set up like that. Do you know what I mean? And West Ham probably have a better attack than Tottenham. So it's one of them things where you have to be honest, like, these Tottenham players are not good, bro. And if you play any sort of half-open football, this Tottenham team are losing, bro.
Yep. I agree. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of attacks that are better than Tottenham's. You know, you look at Brentford front three. You look at Crystal
They've
Palace.
got a bottom half of the table attack, bro. They
Very
do.
bad. Like Solanke is the one that's kind of decent. The rest of them, I'm looking at Kel. I'm looking at Odebear. I'm looking at even Simmons. Like, he's all right. He's tidy in it, but it's like he's not got that kind of killer instinct about him. You feel me? Colomwani, I told you he's a scrub. He's dead food as well. Like, there's no one really that's screaming, yo, I'm good. You feel me? So, and you got to remember, he came from a team that had Mbumo, Wissa, Sade. Like, you know what I mean, bro? So when you play your style of football, you know these guys can bail you out, or these guys have got the quality to do to damage up front. So nobody was talking about Brentford's kind of style of play at Brentford, because it was like, yo, okay, cool. They're difficult to break down. They stay compact, you know what I mean? And then on the break, they've got Sade, Wissa, and Boomer going at you. And it's like, yo, okay. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, this is where you lose half of your kind of weapon, innit? You know what I mean? That you have and your tools. And obviously, you know, they brought in Simmons. They were meant to bring in Eze. They didn't get Eze. You know, and Eze probably suits Tottenham more than he suits Arsenal.
But I said that before he went to Arsenal, bro.
It suits them more if you deep it. So yeah, man. Listen, I think he'll still get another job. I still think he'll do well at another club. I like a lot of people say, oh, but you wanted Thomas Frank. Yeah, because he was a good manager. You know, just because obviously he's done badly at a club that, let's be honest, didn't really do enough to back him. Should he be where he is? Absolutely not. Should he be getting the results that he should be getting? Absolutely not, bro. And they're sackable results he's getting. But at the same time, I don't think it's all down to him, bro. There's a lot of things going on wrong at that football club, innit? You feel me? There's a lot. You know?
Yeah, I think that Frank is not a bad coach. I think that these Tottenham players are not good, and the ones that are available, and the ones that aren't available are their best players. It's horrible luck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's a manager out there that makes this Tottenham team a good team. Yeah, could they do slightly better than they're doing? Maybe, but they're still not good. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
But listen, the favorite is Pochettino, but I'm like, is Pochettino got that magic anymore, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, has he got that same team that he had? Which, I'm not gonna lie, one of the best teams I've seen in the Premier League era, man. Kane, Son, you know, Ericsson, Dele Alli in his prime.
Pochettino, you know, overrated, bro. Like, it's one of them ones where
the way that people talk about.
But the way people talk about Pochettino, yeah, like he never had good players, bro. Like, you know what it is, yeah? Just because they weren't big names at the time, that doesn't mean they weren't good players. Moussa Dembele, one of the best midfielders in the league. Christian Eriksen, one of the best midfielders in the league. Do you know what I mean? A young Kyle Walker, do you know what I'm saying? One of the best fullbacks in the league. So, like, bro, they had good players, bro. Dele Alli, one of the best young players in the league. Harry Kane, one of the best strikers in the league. Like, what are we doing here? Like, he had some good players.
But then all of them weren't relatively low, though. Let's be honest, though. Harry Kane came out of 3 loans? Norwich. Ipswich.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Like, Saeed, I say it all the time, yeah? Just because people don't know that you're quality, it doesn't mean you're not quality, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just because people don't say that Paul Pogba is one of the best midfielders of his generation, it doesn't mean that he's not, bro. So
I agree.
It's one of them things where there's a lot of players that were very, very good, yeah. Man had the Belgians at the back as well, Alderweireld and Vertonghen, 2 of the best centre-backs in the league at the time. Like, he had a very, very good team. But because the team, they weren't respected to the level that they deserve to be respected at, people are looking like he's done some fucking ridiculous job. He had a World Cup winning goalkeeper. Like, this guy never had no scrubs in that team, bro. Even Kieran Trippier went on to play for Atletico Madrid, bro. He's not a scrub either.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I'm just thinking about what they became at Tottenham rather than what they were before. So when you look at Heung-min Son, he came from Leverkusen, fairly unknown, and then became a very, very established player in the Premier League.
But that's just timing, though.
Dembele was decent at Fulham, went levels above there. Kyle Walker was, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He spawned out of nowhere. Was he at Sheffield United? Came out of nowhere. So the only thing I would say with Pochettino, he kind of got the best out of these group of players that were relatively unknown and became a good team under him, bro. And I think for me, they relatively overachieved. He went on a Champions League final with Tottenham. He went to he finished second. Was it 2 seasons in a row or was it 1 season behind Chelsea? And I don't know if it was behind Leicester as well. I know it was a bit of an overrated one because Leicester ended up running away with it. But if you look at his time over there and the relatively budget that he had as well at the time, I'm not going to lie to you. I think for me, you've got to give him credit. But that Pochettino ain't got the magic anymore, bro. He's slowly starting to fade away, bro.
And but man is saying he doesn't have the magic anymore. I don't believe he ever had magic, bro. Like, I believe that Pochettino's a very good man manager. No, he's a very good man manager, Pochettino. Like, the players that I've spoken to, multiple players that I've spoken to that have played for him, they've said, they've emphasized that his best qualities are getting the players to play for him, bro. Like, he's a very good man manager. Like, they like him as a person.
Yes.
Like, that's what it is. Yes. But he still needs good players, bro. Like, Pochettino is not the kind of guy that you give shit players and then man just wins games, bro. Like, he's a man manager, bro. And when you're man managing players that have loads of potential but don't have massive egos because they haven't made it yet, then you get that Tottenham team. When you put him in a PSG team with loads of egos and guys at the top,
we never level. Yeah, that's level.
It's completely different, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Pochettino is perfect. Pochettino is like your perfect Brighton manager, where if you've got loads of promising young players, he can do his thing, bro. He can do his thing there, bro. But Pochettino, for me, like you giving them shit players at Tottenham, he ain't doing nothing, bro. He'll get rolled over just like Thomas Frank got rolled over.
Well, this is what it was though. He actually did well at Southampton. That got him the job. I think he actually.
And did you see the players that he had there as well?
To be fair, who did he have over there? He had Tadic. He had
1 second, bro. My door.
Yeah. Who did he have over there? I'm trying to think. Osvaldo. He had Gabbiadini. I don't know if that was the season where Gabbiadini was there. Like he had a decent team. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna lie. He had Lallana. He had Shaw. These were relatively unknown guys. Yes, this is what I'm trying to say. Like Mane, you know what I mean? Van Dijk. Like these weren't really guys that were known. And that's why I said he replicated that at Tottenham and got the best out of the players that you didn't really know of, like Schneidlin. He went to Man United. Okay, he flopped at Man United, but you kind of understand where his level was. It's a Tottenham. That was the kind of, for me, the biggest club he could probably go to. And that's where he kind of plateaued. He went to PSG, didn't do anything there. Obviously, I think he won the league title, but again, it's expected. Where else? Where did he go after PSG? He went to... Where did he go after PSG, chat? He must have went to Chelsea, didn't he? Where did he go after PSG? Did he take a little break? And then he went to Chelsea. Yeah, Poch. PSG. After PSG, where did he go? Chelsea, innit? Yeah, went to Chelsea. Didn't do much over there, let's be honest, bro. Like, yeah, he got them 6th in the position, but really and truly didn't do much. And now he's in the USA. So, I think for
bro, look at that Southampton team as well, bro.
Yeah, good team.
I never had scrubs, bro. He just had players that were big players but hadn't made their name yet. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes. So but that's what I'm trying to say. At Tottenham, they weren't big names, but then he kind of elevated them to be big names. You feel me? That's what.
Yeah, but they were still.
You got to give it to him.
They were potentially top players, bro. Like this is what man need to understand, bro. Like if you look at the Southampton team and the Tottenham team, that's the kind of manager he is. If you give him a young promising squad, he can get more out of them because he's a very good manager, but he still needs quality, bro. Like Pochettino is not the guy to give shit players to make them just grind out results. He's not that guy, bro. And that's what Tottenham are.
You couldn't give this Tottenham team now to Pochettino and be like, yo,
that's do something. They're better off going and getting fucking Sam Allardyce, bro.
Yeah. I can't lie to you, bro. You couldn't do this to Pochettino and give him the players that you're giving him right now. He ain't doing nothing with his team, bro. Bro, he's barely doing something with what do you call it? USA team right now. Like I don't know, they've got actually a talented team, this USA team, bro. And he's actually not really doing much with them, man, over there. So
but let's see. So why is he gonna do anything? At Spurs, bro. Pochettino is not that guy, brother. You know them ones like, and it's just one of them things, bro. Like even
Tottenham fans want comfort now. They want comfort. They're gonna go back to the stage of comfort,
bro. I think that the owners know that the fans are so disillusioned with them that like Pochettino he's the one to appease the fans. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he is. It kind of takes the heat off them for a little bit.
Yes. You see how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, there was rumors of him becoming manager before Carrick did. You see the fan base were like, yo, man, bring Ole back. Bring him back. It's because obviously you kind of like, oh, you know what, man? Let's go back to what we know. He was the best manager since Fergie. You know, he played his good football. He was attacking football. So it goes back to like what you know best in it. Because now, not many teams have been watching these managers that are coming up. Like you can say Xavi, you can say Xabi Alonso and that, but they're not really watching Xabi Alonso ball, bro. You know, these Tottenham fans, they're not. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, yo, we knew what Pochettino gave us. He gets us. He understands us. He you know what I mean? He knows what we want. So you know what? Bring him to us. And I feel like that's what the situation is. Yeah, it is desperate because they're gonna have to think about this very, very carefully now. They can't make another knee-jerk reaction and make another bad appointment. So rather they say, you know what? Let's go for the appointment that makes sense, the fans can be on board with, and that there's not going to be much pushbacks. You're not going to find a lot of fans saying no to Pochettino. If there are, it's because they think, you know what, he's had his time and it didn't work out, and you know it doesn't happen again. Like you don't bring your ex back again. You feel me? Ex for a reason. But a lot of them, the match going fans, they'll be like, yo, man, bring him back. We can sing all the songs again. His magic, you know, life will be good. And yeah, man, you know what I mean? Like it's familiarity, bro. Fans want familiarity nowadays. They don't want to see the things that that might look good, but they don't understand
Brother,
where it
the
is.
truth is fans don't know anything, and this is why, yeah, for the most part, yeah, clubs shouldn't listen to them.
Yeah.
Because in general, they don't know anything, bro. Like they don't understand the business side of football. They don't understand the structure of football. They don't understand the mechanics of a squad, bro. Because it's not just about being a good manager, bro. Because it doesn't matter if you're a good manager. It's what you can get out of these players.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And this is why I keep advocating for Michael Carrick, because it's what you can get out of these players. You can be a really good coach, bro. De Zerbi's a really good coach, yeah? But everywhere he goes, bro, he ends up falling out with players and falling out with the ownership. So it doesn't matter how good you are, because it's about what you can extract.
These managers got egos, man. What's wrong with these managers, bro? Like, seriously.
Because they think they're more important than the players. All of them do. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the reality. And I'm done with these kind of managers that think that they're more important than the players. Like, whether you like it or not, it's always going to be about the players. It always has been. It always will be, bro. The same with yesterday. The reason why we didn't beat West Ham yesterday was the players. It had nothing to do with Michael Carrick. It had nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? Michael Carrick can only pick the team, put these guys out there, and then they have to find a way to win, bro. They have to find a way to win, bro. Because I always said, against the bigger teams like the Arsenals and the Chelseas, the Liverpools and that, cool. A lot of that comes down to management. It's very, very tactical. Games like yesterday wasn't about tactics, bro. It was about the players needed to find a way, bro.
No, I agree. I think listen, it's fine margins, isn't it? You feel me? And I feel like it's one of them ones where I was consistent in my idea. And I don't know if you said it as well, but I just felt like even the Fulham game, Sesko should have started. I think that could have been the game where you start him and then you build him into the West Ham game. You can't just almost throw a player in West Ham and expect him to do a madness, you feel me? You've got to get this guy up to speed with starting games. Like, I've got people messaging me saying, yeah, but Michael Carrick's easing him in. I'm like, bro, we've eased him in already. We did it against Burnley. Okay, cool, that was Fletcher, but we eased him in and he scored 2 goals. And I just feel like for me, there's certain games where I'm playing in Bumo, and that is against the teams where they're going to be able to play their football and leave spaces behind. Therefore, a Bumo can exploit that space a little bit more better than maybe a Sesko, you feel me, and a Cunha. But against the teams where it is a low block and you're meant to be doing a lot more, I just feel like Sesko can maybe utilize the space a little bit more better. You feel me? Occupy the defenders. Because you got to remember, Mbeumo wants to get the ball and then take it from somewhere and then do whatever he wants to do. So the defenders are like, you know what? They're not really doing much damage to us right now. Whereas with Sesko, Disasi and my man have got to think, shit, this guy's 6 foot, whatever. Look at the flick on right there. I don't think Mbeumo does that little flick on that Sesko did yesterday. It's just a little bit of movement, bang. You feel me? So I just feel like it occupies the defenders. Bruno has a little bit more space. Ahmad has a bit more space. It just became a bit congested. Mbeumo, Ahmad, Cunha, Bruno, they're all together. And I thought West Ham pitch was big. It's actually not that big, It's quite small. And there was no space.
No, but I think there was no space because they defended unbelievably well. And this is another thing with football fans. Like, these men are going to sit here and moan, they don't know shit about football, because if you knew anything about football, you would know that West Ham defended very well. It was not about... They did. It was nothing. It wasn't about how Man United attacked, bro. It was about how well West Ham defended, bro. That's what it was. And even the goal that Sesko scored, that was out of nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the cross from Mbeumo wasn't a great cross, but Sesko turned it. Sesko turned it into something, bro. West Ham, within the width of the 18-yard box, they were relentless and they were so deep, That's one of the deepest defensive lines that I've seen in in many, many years, bro. Like, them guys are basically on the goal line, bro. Like, so we couldn't do nothing. We couldn't even manufacture an angle to even get a shot off. They were super compact. They weren't giving us anything. Like, as soon as we got anywhere near the final third, they just completely just suffocated us. And that's all it was. And in those situations, it's down to the players, to work it out, bro. That's what it's down to. Man are talking about, this is why you need a striker and all these things. Not necessarily, bro. Like football needs to be played in phases. Like I wouldn't have started Sesko. I wouldn't have started Sesko at all. Like because I want to see the game first. I want to see the game first. Yeah. You do not change a winning team, bro. You just don't, innit? Like we've won all those games. So I can understand why Carrick went for the same. My thing is, I don't want to see Mbumo in central areas because one, he can't play with his back to goal.
Yeah.
And two, his movement is nothing to worry about. Like nothing at all, bro. Like he likes to drift over to the wide areas. He's not a focal point. And when you're playing against a deep block, you need a focal point. You need someone that you can fizz the ball to in between the lines and they can do something. So Cunha centrally made more sense. Or someone like a Xerxes from the start, and then you bring on a Sesko. Like starting Sesko yesterday wouldn't have made a difference, bro. Like when he was making a difference, was in the second half when their concentration's down, they're more tired and they're more prone to making mistakes. That's when the movement really kills you. Because Sesko's movement earlier in the game, all he does is get tired making runs.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like a lot of the times we're thinking that if you're an impact player, your movement is going to be a bit more better. You're going to be sharper. No, it can be rusty. Hence, therefore, this is what I'm trying to say. Like we need to be starting more games with Sesko in games where when you said, "Oh, you don't change a winning team," but I still think we can beat Fulham with Sesko in the team. I still think we can beat Tottenham.
Yeah, but it was a different kind of game, bro. It was a different kind of game.
I hear you.
I don't think, that you beat Arsenal, and you beat City and Arsenal, and then you say, all right, cool, I'm going to change the team. To me, that don't make sense. If Dorgu doesn't get injured, then you play him. Do you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Then you play him, bro. Like at the end of the day, there's no reason to change it. There's no reason to change it at all. Like even people saying Sesko's our main striker. Sesko might be our main striker, but we're not gonna try and rewrite history, bro. Because when Sesko was playing before, he weren't playing well. Like he wasn't.
Which games?
No, just in general, bro. Like Sesko, since he's come in, Bear man have been calling him a flop. I haven't. Do you know what I mean? I've said I'm going to reserve judgment on Benjamin Sesko, but we're not going to pretend like Sesko was playing really well, when he came in, bro. No, like he wasn't playing well, bro. He wasn't.
To be fair, before Carrick came in, he scored them 2 goals against Burnley.
He scored the 2 goals, He scored the 2 goals under Darren Fletcher, but I'm saying when he came in,
against Brighton as well. I think obviously he got the goal.
Bro, when he came in, you see Benjamin Sesko. My thing is, you're playing against a low block. If you're committed to putting the ball in the box, cool, you play Benjamin Sesko. But the way we started the first half, playing the ball into Benjamin Sesko's feet, in between the lines ain't gonna bear no fruit because that's not the kind of player he is. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you don't know what kind of game it's gonna be, you don't necessarily just throw him in there, bro. If you know that you're playing against a team where there's going to be loads of space, then you can say, I'll play him. But there's an argument that if there's going to be loads of space, you can play Mbumo because Mbumo can capitalize on the space. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's easy after the game to say that he should have started now. It's very easy to say that.
No, but I was calling for this against Fulham. Like it's not as if I've just come out of nowhere and said this. I don't think Mbumo's been playing that well.
He hasn't.
And I don't think this striker position is almost like, wow, like we've been winning games against Arsenal because of Mbumo. Yeah, cool. I think the hold-up play against couple of times against Arsenal was good. I thought his pressing was good up front.
That's all he gives us. He gives us pressing and he gives us finishing when the ball drops to him. His link play is not good. His movement between the lines isn't good. He's easy to mark, bro. Like he's very easy to mark, bro. Like I haven't been impressed by any of his performances, but he's got output. And he got another assist yesterday, and the cross wasn't good either.
And that's what is gives him the kind of go ahead instead of Sesko, is that his output is better. You can see, I think he's got 11 goal GA this season, right? So in that aspect, it is good. I just think sometimes, especially now we've got 1 game a week now, like I don't think it's one of them ones where you're like persistent on, if it's not broken, don't fix it, etc. Like, I for me personally seen the signs of, right, cool, we've got over the hurdle of Man City and Arsenal. we now can go into a Fulham game where, you know what, they might have a lot of the ball. We might have some of the ball. It might be a back and forth kind of game. We can allow ourselves to build in Sesko. And this is where you got to make tough decisions. I'm not saying it's an easy decision to make because you've got to drop someone. It's either Cunha, Mbeumo, and Ahmad. And when you look at it, based on the games against Arsenal, Man City, and Fulham, they've been relatively good. But I still don't think for me it was enough to be like, right, cool. West Ham game, I said to myself, let's have a little bit of a focal point. Let's see whether, if Sesko is up front, because I looked at Bruno's positioning. I thought Bruno was dead in the West Ham game.
Bro, he was one of the worst players on the pitch in the West Ham game.
And I just thought to myself, okay, cool. So what's he trying to do? Then I seen Cunha, who was meant to be on the left, go up front. Then I seen Ahmad, who for me, I'm not gonna lie to you, didn't really play well against West Ham. He was kind of ineffective. So I don't know. I just thought, let's just change the balance around. Let's just put Sesko up front. And cool, we might have to drop somebody, but you might have a different kind of variety of style, maybe. Someone.
No, but when you brought on Sesko and Xerxes, we looked dangerous.
Yeah, Xerxes was good as well.
And we looked like
Xerxes not Sesko, by the way. Xerxes could play up front.
Yeah, but my thing is, I'm okay with how he started it. And like Carrick said, Carrick probably should have made the changes earlier. If he brought on Xerxes and Sesko, after an hour, and we had half an hour, we
win that game, you know?
Yeah, we win it. Do you know what I'm saying? We do win that game. However, it's one of them things where it's super, super easy, after the fact, to say he should have changed it. Because the truth is, if Wan-Bissaka doesn't clear that chance off the line, and we go 1-0 up,
it's a different game,
we probably win the game 4-0, bro, and no one's talking about it. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't appreciate people being disingenuous after the fact and saying, we should have did this, we should have did that, we should have did this. But it's like, bro,
you can only say that. You can only say that if you genuinely believe that from another game. So Fulham
if you believed it before the game, that's cool. Game, but most man before the game weren't saying that. Man before the game was saying,
man was saying that.
Man was saying unchanged team. Do you know what I'm saying? We're on a roll right now. That's what the chat was. The chat wasn't, why isn't Sesko starting? Do you know what I'm saying? Even though we scored a winner last game, no one was asking for him. So I'm not really trying to hear that now. The main thing was, what's that?
I think as well, though, that I also looked at the next two games. So after Fulham, I was like, cool. And Mbeumo for me struggled against Fulham, against very
struggles against low blocks.
Yeah. Not only against low blocks, but I thought against a physical Anderson, Cuenca, who's quite decent size as well. I thought, man, and Mbeumo's getting a bit, he's not really seeing. So I said to myself, cool, that might be the last game I want to see. Because I looked at the next two games, I was like, cool, he's going to be playing against Todibo and my man, Mavropanos. Then obviously I know he got suspended against Chelsea. Then I'm looking at the game after that, I'm thinking, right, Everton, you're looking at my man, Michael Keane and Tarkowski, very physical. So in that aspect, and rather them come up against Sesko, rather than, for example, Mbeumo, who might get lost in the game. You feel me? In the big games, for me, I've said it before, and we've agreed on here. I want to see Mbeumo play against the big teams. I'm talking about Liverpool. I'm talking about Chelsea away. Them kind of big games, Mbeumo to be starting. Because then the team are going to have a lot of the ball. It's going to be transition. It's going to be fluid. We're going to be seeing spaces in behind. And who's the best at getting in behind them spaces? It's Mbeumo. So that's what I want to see. But Carrick's still learning. And like I said, bro, we didn't lose. It was a draw. I don't feel like we deserved a draw in the end, but we got the draw. And, you know what I mean? It was still 5 unbeaten. So it is still positives in there. It's not all doom and gloom. You know what I mean?
It's not doom and gloom at all, bro. I can't lie, bro. I think people are forcing it, bro. At the end of the day,
I agree.
We weren't talking about man's stupid haircut, and man,
that's
and
what I'm saying, bro.
If we saw the 5 fixtures, and someone told us you're gonna get 4 wins and a draw from that, we would have bit their arm off.
I agree.
We would have bit their arm off.
And I called this game. I said it on my channel. I said this game would be the toughest out of the whole lot.
100%, because they're fighting for their life. And I said that the Fulham one would be tougher before that because you know what, bro? These Portuguese managers, bro. We are back to back with these fucking haram Portuguese managers that don't want to fucking attack, bro. So
these obrigados, bro. What are they saying?
So this is what we're doing. If they told us, from Arsenal, Tottenham, Man City, Fulham and fucking West Ham, we were gonna get 4 wins and a draw. We would have absolutely taken that. And now everyone's going on like somebody died yesterday because we drew a game, bro, that we probably deserved to win. But also, we drew the game because we were unlucky. We didn't take the chances that we had. Certain things went against us, and we made a mistake for the fucking goal, bruv. If Luke Shaw just heads the ball away, we don't concede and we win the game.
That's a typical Luke Shaw moment there, bro.
But of course it is. Do you know what I'm saying? But the facts are, like, we didn't win, not because of Michael Carrick. We didn't win yesterday because Luke Shaw made a fucking mistake. Bruno was shit. Mbeumo was shit. Ahmad was shit. Cunha was shit. Yeah. So 4 of our creative outlets
keep getting subbed off as well, by the way. I don't like that as well. I don't think he was the worst out of the front 3.
He wasn't. He wasn't.
So why is he
Ahmad and Mbeumo were both worse than Cunha, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where I don't like the fact that Cunha got subbed off. I would have taken off Mbeumo instead and left Cunha on the left. However,
apparently it's because of the tiredness. Apparently he gets tired after like 60 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because of he's not as like durable as the others.
Maybe because he's not a natural winger anyway, so he's probably doing more running. Do you know what I mean? But the facts are, our attacking players that were supposed to make the difference yesterday did not play well. That's why we lost, bro. Like, that's why we lost. The Casemiro thing was
can we talk about
an eyelash?
Bro, can we talk about that? That's a joke of a rule, bro. That Casemiro.
Brother, I see VAR on man's elbow and stuff like that. It's weird, bro. Like, brother, listen, the thing is, that was mad unlucky. So we've got that disallowed. We've got a clearance off the line. We got the Xerxes header that literally was this close to going in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've had opportunities that, like, if one of those just go our way, we win the game. Do you know what I'm saying? And not only do we win the game, it's a different kind of game. Because if we go 1-0 up,
100%.
The game's done. The game is done at 1-0, you know. It's only because we went 1-0 down and they had something to hold on to. So the doom and gloom, I don't agree with it. I don't understand it. Do you know what I'm saying? The manager has set us up really well, and the players just haven't been able to work it out. It's on them, bro. Like, how can all 4 of our attacking players not play well, Saeed, and people are blaming the manager?
Bro, but this is the thing though. Like, I don't think they played well against Tottenham, if I'm being honest with you as well. Like, I don't think they played against Tottenham well, but we got the result with the red card, and obviously the set piece thing we did with Bruno into Menu, and Mbeumo played it in, and obviously the goal that came in from Dalot, it was a cross, and obviously Mbeumo hit it with his shin. I don't think they played well against Thingy. So if we're getting wins and they're not playing well, it's surely a good thing, innit? You feel me? But I also think as well, I don't think it's a bad thing that fans are maybe a bit disheartened or they're feeling a bit like, oh man, you get me? Like, it shows you now that maybe the standards are getting a bit higher now.
No, but you know why I disagree? Because they had every fucking excuse for Ruben Amorim,
Yeah,
but all of a sudden, like, the standards are different for Michael Carrick. Like, nah, like, be fucking grateful, bruv. You just witnessed 4 wins and a draw. We're still undefeated under this manager. We was losing every week with Ruben Amorim, bro. Every single week we were losing, And you were saying, but give him time. It's the players. Now all of a sudden it's Michael Carrick's fault. You can fuck right off. I'm not trying to hear any of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear none of that. And all the men that were chatting shit about Lenny Euro as well, Talk now.
What a cameo.
Talk now. Because I told man about Lenny Euro. His qualities are very, very, very obvious if you know football. The problem is, these men want him to be something he's not, bro. He's a sweeper. He's the guy that cleans up the mess, bro. And that's exactly what he did yesterday with 2 last-ditch challenges. And both of those challenges, you saw the way he was reading the game and he had to kind of work out, should I go to the ball? Should I cover? Like, the first one, the block that he made, he's running back and I see him scanning, looking over his shoulder to see, is there a cross that I might need to cut out, or is it safe for me to go and attack the guy with the ball? And he stayed on his feet. He waited, and then he blocked it, bro. High IQ defending, bro.
Yeah.
And he's the only player that had the pace to get back. Someone was telling me that Lenny Euro's not quick, bro.
Now, off the ball, when you look at it, bro, he was quick, bro. And you know what I like about him as well? It's the fact that his recovery has always been his best asset. You feel me? And you got to remember, like I said to you, man, he came into a difficult environment. He came in under 2 managers, but this is his 3rd manager now. In what? Is it a year and a half he's been here now? at United. It's not even been 2 years yet, bro. So he's coming and he's had to be with 3 managers now. And if you technically include Fletcher, it's 4, you know, which is crazy. So, you know, you got to remember, like, he's a traditional back 4 defender, bro. He's not a back 5 or back 3 or whatever you want to do it still. So he's having to learn that. And I keep saying it, he's still young as well. Where defenders have had time to go out on loan here and find their feet and develop and whatnot, he's coming straight into Man United, bro. Told to be in a back 4, then told to go in a back 5, then told to be this wide right back, whatever you want to call it. Then he's in the team through good form. Then he's out of the team. Then he gets a couple of niggles and injuries. So you got to give him the credit, man. And listen, he is, for me, the future. He came on. Maguire's out injured. He's going to have his time now. You know, he's going to be the one alongside, you know, Lisandro Martinez. So I've always maintained the patience.
Diagonal passes, carrying the ball up the pitch, recovering. He did everything.
End of the day, listen, it's down to us whether we give patience, especially with centre backs that are young, bro. He's 20, bro. Like, if it was a case of like he's late 20s, I'd be like, oh, cool. This might not be the guy, bro, because in the day, the time's ticking by now. This is a guy that's only 20 years old, bro. So there's still a long left to go for me. And he made some crucial blocks, man. So shout out to him, bro. Like I said to you, all in all, it is still 5 games unbeaten. And I think for me, ultimately, I think every game's gonna be a learning curve. Like, I don't think people realize, like, you know, from where we were last time to this game here, I've enjoyed the fact that we've learned things along the way. Because if it was all smooth sailing, bro, and then boom, we hit 1 or 2 losses, the family's gonna go into meltdown. So it's good. Maybe we're a bit humbled and we realize, yo, West Ham are fighting for their lives, you know, and they're gonna take points off teams, and they're gonna realize shit, like, you know, they're at home and they got players that are in form. It's gonna be a tough one because I said the Tottenham game and this game, I'm more fearful of the West Ham game. I think Tottenham, cool, they've had our number, but at the same time, West Ham are more difficult. And you know what? That's what we're on. So, you know, I just think the front 3 didn't really perform. You know what I mean? And ultimately, you're right, bro. If so many players are up, if you're saying to me now, yeah, you know, Mbeumo, Ahmad, Konya, Bruno Fernandes didn't perform, bro. That's the huge chunk of your team, bro. That's your
whole attack, bro. That's why we didn't win, bro. Casemiro and Kobe was still good. Bruno was the one that let down the midfield.
Oh, what a player Kobe is, man. That assist, bro. That's what I'm saying. He got robbed of an unbelievable assist, yo. That assist
was a great finish from Cass as well.
Yeah, great finish from Casemiro. I thought our back line didn't really have to do much, if I'm being honest with you. You get me? And like I said, these guys are fighting for their lives, bro. And you're gonna have these bumps on the road. It's just whether we bounce back now. If we beat Everton now, yeah, and then this draw, it's not looked at the same way because now we're 6 unbeaten. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So you look at it in a different kind of way. It's just obviously the next game's gonna be crucial. That next game against Everton in 2 weeks.
I'm telling you, bro. If there wasn't so much attention on that youth's hair, bro, no one would care about the draw yesterday. No one would care, bro. Everyone's going on like it was a pressure must-win game and that, bro. Chelsea drew and we drew, so the table's exactly the same. Do you know what I'm saying?
So what Wayne Rooney said. Wayne Rooney, fair play, was spot on, you know, to be fair.
What did he say?
Wayne Rooney, he said, bro, like, we should be looking at like Michael Carrick and not the haircut in it, you feel me? But right now, the haircut guy is bigger than Michael Carrick, unfortunately. You know what I mean? It's according to the fans of social media eyes, you feel me? Like, real ones know that Michael Carrick is a top player for Man United and was a top player for Man United. But ultimately, this is why I feel a bit uneasy. I was like, yo, man, there's a lot of talk about his haircut, you know. And I'm like, yo, listen, it's cool. He's doing it for charity. I ain't got a problem with that, innit? But at the same time, I'm like, fans don't realize West Ham are in form. Fans don't realize
they got like 3 wins out of 5 or something before we played them.
I don't think fans
and they're fighting for their life, Saeed.
Yeah. I don't think fans realize the context behind the game, bro. I think people just talk about the haircut that much, thinking, shit, you know, we're playing West Ham here who are doing decent at the minute. Like, they're in form as many teams in the league. They're more informed than Liverpool, who are the champions right now. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So, end of the day, right, that's where they kind of, and this is where I rated Michael Carrick what he said. He goes, I've got a job to do, man. You know what I'm saying to you? I've got a job to do. So end of the day, yeah, you can talk about my man's haircut. But it's even now Sky Sports. You see what they tweeted? They tweeted, can Man United win their next 5 games in a row? I said, bro, we don't need to win the next 5 games in a row.
But no team's winning 5 games in a row, bruv. When you look at Arsenal's last 5 games, they didn't win all 5 of them.
You see what I'm trying to say? But
now, you see what I'm saying?
Sky Sports are publishing shit, yeah, because obviously it's engagement, isn't it? You feel me? These guys are now, they're basically like us now, innit? They were like, oh, we're traditional media, but they become what social media is, isn't it?
They're clowns, man. Like, listen, when they were all hating on us at the beginning, it was because, yeah, they were jealous. And now they're all doing what we're doing.
They're all doing it, yeah.
They're all doing it now. Remember when Gary Neville went on AFTV and that? Remember, back in the day when he was chatting shit about fan channels? Now the guy's got a podcast.
Yep. Simon Jordan, yeah. He's like, there every single day, bro. He's on TalkSport every day, bro.
But this is why I don't take these men serious, because I know that they want to be us, bro, and they always did, bro. That's all it was, bro, and that's all it is. So like, I'm not really, I'm not fussed with all that stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, people are giving it attention, and they're giving it way too much attention. Like I was sitting there during my watch along, and I'm seeing this brother's afro on fucking beIN Sports, bro. Like,
oh shit.
And bro, like, and I'm just like, bro, like they had like a picture of man, and it's like, bro, this is the reason why,
Gerard PK, bro, is even getting him, man. I'm like, yo, that's
but bro, how many teams, how many teams in this league have won 5 games in a row? Not that many, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
should I actually check it this year? So Liverpool at the start of the season won 5 games.
Only Liverpool, but think about it, that was ages ago.
Yeah, and they fell off.
That's what I'm saying, bro. 5 wins in a row, it's difficult, bro. This is a competitive league, bro.
Right, I'm gonna find out now.
This is a competitive league, bro. Whether you like it or not, bro, it's not easy to get 5 wins in a row. I know Villa done the mad thing, at the start of the season.
Yeah, Villa have done it, yeah. No, it didn't tell me here. Yeah, it's only really, I think it's only Villa and Thingy and Liverpool have done it. Actually, you know what? It's Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Chelsea. When did Chelsea get 5 wins in a row?
No idea.
Yo, chat, when did they get 5 wins in a row, Chelsea? Was this under Maresca? Yeah, I don't remember that one, I can't lie.
But this is what I'm saying. It's not easily done, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man are talking about winning 5 games in a row. Like, that's standard practice. It's not standard practice. This is a league where you can draw with anyone, you can lose to anyone. Do you know what I'm saying? So to win 5 in a row, most of the time you got to be challenging. You got to be challenging for the league, bruv, to really be winning 5 games in a row. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a madness, bro. Like, this is not a normal thing that happens. So, I don't believe Chelsea have won 5 in a row in the league.
But then I remember a couple of weeks ago, it was only Man United that had won back-to-back games. That was the only. We were the only team.
There was one weekend we were the only team that won.
Yeah, that won basically, and Tottenham were the only team that lost back-to-back games. You know what I mean? Shock. So I feel like for me, it's like if we win the next 4, but then we draw the next 1, or let's say for example we win 3. We lost 1 and then we draw 1, bro. That ain't bad as well. You feel me? If you apply context to it and you're like, shit, if that's better than the teams around us, and we gain an advantage on the teams around us, bro, like it don't matter, bro. And this is what I'm trying to say. But now people are saying, maybe we should have got the haircut out of the way and then we don't have to talk about it again. But now we low key have to. You feel me? So it's one of them ones where, like, I think for me, people are not focusing on the fact that United are in a good position. You get me? We're in a decent. We're 4th right now. You get me? Like Chelsea didn't win their game.
Chelsea drew. So yesterday's result,
Chelsea actually bottled their lead.
2-0 up, bottled it, and that shows you our result was even better, bro. Because
that's what I'm saying.
We could have lost that, and we would have been behind Chelsea, had we not rescued that point, bro. We showed great resilience, and we scored 3 goals, in the last 5 minutes of games, bruv. Back to back. So it shows that we're putting in serious performances until the final whistle. We're not giving up, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the reality. There's a lot of positives to take from yesterday. The impact of Xerxes and Sesko when they came on is a big positive, bro. The impact of Lenny Euro when he came on is a big positive because it shows, that we've got players in the squad that are ready to come in and help, and they make a difference straight away, bro. Like, this is important because football is a squad game, bro. So many times with Manchester United, we've had to rely on the bench, bro. Whether it's Oli or Chicharito or fucking Berba or Tevez coming off the bench, or it could be anyone coming off the bench, bro. Like, we've always had to rely on our bench, bro. Man United's never been about the starting 11 and only the starting 11. We've always been about the squad.
I agree. Everyone has to showcase their qualities. Listen, that's what I'm saying to you. That's why for me, listen, can Carrick do a little throwback sometimes and do 4-4-2? Because I feel like, you can take off Casemiro when he's getting tired, and then you can play a Boom on the left, Ahmad on the right, Bruno and Kobe in midfield, then Sesko just behind, Xerxes just behind Sesko. You can do that if we're chasing the game.
And that worked yesterday, bro. That worked yesterday. But I also like the fact that Carrick went 3 at the back and played 2 up front yesterday, bro.
Yes.
Like, he went for it. Do you know what I mean? He completely changed the formation.
Yes.
And went for a 3 at the back and a 3 at the back attacking formation, bro. And it was good, bro, because we were causing them problems.
Yes. And I was going to say, like, hopefully Shea Lacey gets fit again because I think he's out injured, But what an option Shea Lacey would be if he was on the bench as well last night. You know what I mean? Because I remember at Burnley,
that was a game for him, bro.
Yeah, that was a game for a minute. Just someone just to make their mark on a game and just announce himself in the league, bro. So if we can get Shea Lacey back here and get him fit, I would have him in around the first team and say, yo, listen, under 18s, man, you might have to sit back, a little bit, and just say, yo, listen, firm it one season because Shea Lacey could actually be an impact because say now if the Ahmad's not performing or whoever's on that right hand side isn't performing, you can bring on Shea Lacey and then he's actually got a guy that's fearless, that's good on the ball, that's tidy in possession, that close control dribbling, can get our defenders, and can actually cause a bit of damage, bro. So I feel like that's what you need, bro. And if you can do that and provide things for the team, bro, I don't see why not. Like, that's all things we can do now. And this is the beauty of having a manager that is able to change it around and not be so like the way Amrin was, in it, like, but I've only got to change a defender for a defender. I can't really change that player there because it's disrupting my system. I can't really go and break it down. At least, yes, because you remember, we lost to Everton and drew to West Ham playing 5 at the back, bro. And that was haram, man. Absolutely haram. And we actually took the lead as well in West Ham game. You got to remember Dallo was the reason scored the goal and West Ham equalized. You know what I mean? Then we couldn't really do anything. We couldn't really kill the game off. So it's good to see that we've got a manager here who actually is doing the opposite, where he's changing it around when he sees there are a few things happening, bro. Could he be a bit earlier? Yes. I wanted him to
he admitted that himself, which I rate, bro, because he's humble enough to understand that he's not completely faultless.
Yeah, I agree. But like I said, bro, if you told me, Amrin's getting sacked, and we're winning 4 out of the next 5, I'm sorry, I'm taking it, guys, man. I feel like, again, you know what I mean, bro? It's one of them ones where, you know what it is for me, I might have my little frustration after the game, but this morning I was calm, bro. I was like, yo, say no more. On to the next one, Everton. I feel like it's one of them ones where, like, it was West Ham. I knew it was going to be difficult, but I'm not making any knee-jerk reactions. Listen, I know what Nurin is going to say on the Mandem talk, and he went too far. And you know me, like, I just thought, how have you come to that conclusion, Nurin, bro? Like, you know what I mean? But like, I just think it's a bit harsh on Carrick. That one game.
Nurin is extremely emotional. This is why.
Yeah, so
I take everything that he says, like, at face value, because, like, it's one of them ones where I know that can change at any minute, bro. He's an emotional guy, bro. That's why you get me? I don't look too deep into anything he says, like, when it comes to.
No, but I just thought, you know what I mean? Like, we knew it's going to be difficult, man. I didn't really understand where we needed to kind of go all in. Listen, do I want to win every game? Of course, man. You know me, I want to win every game. I want to try and get top 3. But at the same time, there's going to be swings. There's going to be things happening. Listen, Aston Villa might lose tonight. You know what I mean? Bro, Liverpool
there's a good possibility they could luse tonight.
Yeah, bro.
And Liverpool could lose tonight as well.
Yeah. I think for me, it's one of them ones where, like, I think there's so many ups and downs. If I look at Chelsea's results, by the way, or fixture, should I say, from March onwards, Yo,
they're cooked, mate.
Hey, listen. Listen. They've got some tough fixtures. Don't get me wrong. We've got some tricky fixtures as well. Everton, Newcastle, Bournemouth away. It's going to be difficult as well. But I think as long as we maintain that balance here and we don't go falling down off a cliff, then we should be good. If we kind of maintain that level we've been playing in them 4.5 games here, we should be good. So it's just about keeping calm, keeping balanced, and you know what I mean, knowing that, bro, there's 13 games left, man. Or is it 12? I don't know. 12 games left. Yeah. We just have to survive. It's one game. You know what? As much as we want games here, I don't think we have, tools for 2 games a week, man. I don't think we got the squad. Our squad, we actually deep here.
We don't at the moment, but that's what we bolster in the summer.
Yes. So I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't think we're ready for 2 games a week. I think this 2 weeks off is actually going to be beneficial to us because now we go into that game, we're going to be fresh, ready. So it's when I look at it in hindsight, you want to be playing games, you want to be seeing Man United play. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I watch football now in the Premier League, and I don't really enjoy a lot of the teams that play. You know what I mean? The football's not great. You feel me? So when I watch United, I'm like, you know what? We're refreshing, man. We're actually playing.
Bro, we play some good football, and the thing is, yesterday we played some really good stuff, bro. Playing through the press, and no one's talking about it because everyone's crying over a fucking draw, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Who cares, man? Do you know what I'm saying? Who fucking
see that little turn from Lisandro, by the way? That was cold, man. Lisandro on that turn when he was trying to get pressed and that was
in the box. Yeah, bro. Lisandro done his thing yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying? On the ball. You know what I'm saying? Could he defended better for the goal? Probably. Do you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, he needs to come across. This is where Lisandro, one of Kobe, have to come across. But the damage was done, bro. When Shaw let it
you have to try and cut the angle, bro. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, you have to cut the angle, bro. But it's a good finish, though, man. That Souček, bro. How many goals has he got now for West Ham, bro?
I don't know, but he's dangerous attacking the box always. Anyway, that's his thing,
bro. And our record against West Ham, it's one of them ones where
it's not good there.
It's not understand that.
Yeah,
our record, like Chelsea have got a bad record against Arsenal. They've got a bad record against us. So there's some places where it's our bogey ground, bro. We've not won there now.
Yeah, but also these men are fighting for their lives.
Yeah, I agree.
And they never came to play no football. They came to stop us from playing football. So this is why the players need to work it out, bro. Like, I'm adamant, that in situations like that, the players need to work it out. You need your individual brilliance. This is where Ahmad, that's supposed to be the guy to pick up the ball and wriggle past players. He's the guy that's supposed to do stuff. Bruno's the guy that's supposed to unlock teams, bro. Do you know what I mean? In games like that, I'd rather have Ahmad in the 10 than Bruno, blood. Because at least centrally, Ahmad can carry the ball, like go between these gaps here and draw people out of position, bro. Bruno can't do that, bro. And this is why I keep telling people, this guy is not really a number 10, bro. Like, this guy plays almost like a false 9, innit? Like, he don't have the number 10 tools, bro. He doesn't have them.
But this is what when people kind of say, oh, but you need to respect Bruno. And I'm like, yo, yesterday was a prime example of like, when he's in that kind of like that motion here, it's almost it affects everyone around him, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, like, what the hell, man? Because everyone then started to be forceful. Then there's no one really in the 10. Then there's no positional discipline. Everybody's allowed to do what they want to do. Like, this is where it becomes a situation of, right, and then you can't drop him. You can't take him off because he's the captain. So what do you do then?
He should have been taken off yesterday, and Cunha should have got moved into the 10, bro. That's what should have happened because he wasn't affecting the game. He should have never finished that game yesterday. But again, it's one of them things where you have to make these decisions. Like, stylistically, it wasn't a game for him yesterday. It wasn't a game for Brian either. Like, them two probably should have been taken off because they're the least technically competent players in our team. Against a low block, you can't have man with loose first touches and guys that overrun the ball and all these things. You ain't got no time for these people, bro.
But
you ain't got space for them.
You could have just took off Casemiro, played Bruno a bit more deeper so they could at least see the picture a little bit more clearer. Because what he was just doing for me was just relentless. It was like, yo, just relax, calm. It was a lot of forceful stuff in it. So if you play Bruno a little bit more deeper, and then you have an Ahmad who is almost also, and the way that Ahmad turns is a bit more smoother. It's a bit like he's more agile than Bruno.
So it's not even agility. He's just better technically. Period.
Yeah.
You know, them ones like this is what it is. Like people can make it what it is. Yeah. Like you can't be a true number 10. Yeah. If you're not comfortable receiving the ball in between the lines, bro, it's part of the job description.
Yeah.
If you can only play facing the goal, yeah, then you're a fucking liability against low blocks. If you can only play facing forward, you got to play centre back then because everyone's in front of you. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is why I said, yesterday wasn't a game for Bruno or Mbeumo because they can't play facing away from the goal, bro. They can only play facing the goal. So because of that, you need your nimble players like your Cobbies that can receive the ball turn, your Amads. These are the players that are supposed to be making a difference. Cunha can do that. This is why taking off Cunha instead of Mbeumo was mad to me. It's mad because you need nimble players in these games.
Yeah. You know what it is with United? I think what we need to fix out next year is that we've got a few nimble, but then also a bit erratic that can't face or need transition footballer. I do think you can have a balance of everything, but it does feel like to me like what we did last summer is that obviously we bought for the United team, but specifically it was for that the 3-4-3 system where you've got 2 10s, you feel me? So now, next season, how do we navigate now in finding a way where we all look good? Because next season, we ain't going to tolerate losing games as much as we are now, you feel me? Sure. We're trying to elevate, bro. I'm trying to see what we can do in this United team, bro. Why not? When you look at how dusty this league is, bro, we need to see what I want. So next season is where we need to find out how this Man United team now can be balanced now. Not having the best
but also it depends on who the manager is because, bro, Michael Carrick likes to play good possession football with a lot of central progression. And if that's the kind of football he wants to play, then you need to buy in players that are capable of doing it, bro. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of these Man United players, you seen it yesterday with Bruno and Mbeumo specifically. Technically, they're not the guys to play that, bro. Like PSG wouldn't sign these guys. Do you know what I'm saying? And if we're talking about central progression and we're talking about talking about possession football, all the teams that you associate with technical possession football, or even like a Man City and stuff like that, bro. If Man City were playing against that same low block, them man have got Cherky, they've got Foden, they've got Reinders. If everyone's fit, they got Rodri, they got Kovacic, they've got loads of players that can unlock these little things and wriggle past players, Bernardo Silva and that. Man United don't have enough of those players because our team's still built, where we got bare these PMP players, but we ain't got the technical players. And these technical players, if we have the right manager, if we give Carrick 4 players that are really got a high technical level on the ball, then all of a sudden we find a way through these teams, bro.
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. It's on the players, bro. Like, it's not about management, these games, bro. I don't care. Like, everyone can moan. Do you know what I'm saying? I've fucking coached, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And the worst thing is, man think that 11 aside low block. Try going up against a fucking low blocking 5 aside when there's no space. When there's none. 100%. And everyone's behind the halfway line and they're blocking the goal off. You know how you break down them things? By moving the ball, and your fucking talented players have to take these guys out the game, bro. They have to. Or else you're passing side to side and you just lose the ball.
Guardiola said it though. He said, listen, I can't coach the final third. You can't.
You can't
coach the final third. You have to be able to produce the talent, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? You could do whatever you want to do. You could even, I'm not gonna lie to you, even people saying Ndai, I still think it's still a bit PMP. I don't think he's that kind of guy to really unlock their little spaces in behind. Listen, I like him. He's a good player, but he's not the guy to, you would argue that Grealish is more the guy. But again, we're not going to fight Grealish type.
Grealish is the kind of guy that you need against teams like this.
Yes. Just a little one pass.
Yeah. Can pass, follow his pass, jink past someone, win a foul. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah. These are the kind of players that scare low blocks, bro. Because if you stand off these guys, they'll just run at you and go past them.
Ndai's jinky, don't get me wrong. Ndai's jinky.
He's mad jinky, though.
I still haven't seen him like, I don't know, but I watch a lot of Ndai, bro. Like, I swear down, guy. Even with the AFCON Senegal, and he wasn't the guy to make that little final through ball. He'll go at you. He's direct, But that little final through ball, he hasn't got that. You know what I'm trying to say? Kvaratskhelia is my guy. That's who I want to sign. Will Man United sign Kvaratskhelia? I don't know.
Nah, bro. He's costing 100 mil.
You see what I'm trying to say? So I don't know, man. I think for me, United have got to find that balance. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Like you might not like Doué, yeah, but Doué's got that little bit of, you know, he can play that little through ball in. He's got the bit of tech. He can, you know.
Doué's mad skillful, but his decision making stinks, bro.
Again, yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather take Iliman and Jai over a Desiree Doué, bro. But again, a Desiree Doué, these are the kind of games, yeah, where someone like a Desiree Doué can do something, and win you a penalty or something like that. Those are the kind of players that you need in these games. And this was my point yesterday, bro. Like, you need players, when teams are going to sit off you, you need 1v1 players, that can drag players out of position, because the only way to get these players out of position is either to play a pass in between the lines and follow your pass, and then you have to hope that the player you pass the ball to doesn't lose it, because if he loses it, now you get counter-attacked. Do you know what I mean? So you have to risk following your pass here, which is super dangerous, or you need someone that's going to dribble with the ball and take players out with the ball at their feet. So you don't lose your defense. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is why these dribblers are important, bro. Like teams like this, brother.
Listen, people have
food for Neymar and shit like that, bro. Players like that, you pass Neymar the ball, in between the lines, he'll turn, nutmeg someone, jink past man, and just whip it in the top corner, bro. This is where the top players make their money, when there's no space. And this is why I say, the likes of the Fernandezes and all these man, brother, if you can't play football without space, then you're a tier below everyone else. And this is why I'll always put Scholes over Gerrard and Lampard, because Scholes don't need space. You could pass him the ball with 3 people pressing him and he'll just touch it round the corner and he's gone, bro. Like, top players don't need space, bro. And I'll die on that hill, bro. Because that's the difference between the top, the real elite players and the Mo Salahs, bro. You can't stop these top players from playing, bro. You see fucking you see what's his name at Barcelona? Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal, bro.
You don't need it, bro. You don't need it. You give that guy a fucking football, in a phone box with 4 people at pressing, and he's finding a way out, blood. With the ball.
You know a player that again, I don't know if you guys watch him, but he came on at PSG. Even like a Kangin Lee. You know what I mean? Again,
another good player.
I wouldn't say like he would be a marquee signing, but I feel like you need them sort of players in your squad, you know, bro. We don't have enough of them, bro. Like, that are just come off the bench. They offer something different. You get me, bro? Like, it's not the same. I feel like next summer, if we can buy these squad players, that, because now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I get why you don't want to bring Ugarte on. I get why you don't want to bring on.
Ugarte is dead, bro.
You know what I mean, bro? Look, because if I look at the bench right now, let me just look at the bench yesterday, Like,
we had Maz, Xerxes, and Cunha. You bring, Maz, Xerxes, and Sesko. You bring all 3 of them on.
Yes. But I'm just looking at them like, the rest of them, Malassi you're not going to bring on. Tyler Fletcher you're not going to bring on. Aiden Heavy you're not going to bring on anyway. So you just need a bit of something different, bro. Like, if you can find that, bro. And this is where sometimes Brighton have that a little bit, in a sense of like, you look at them, you're like, shit, who are they bringing on? Right, they're bringing on some technical player here. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then he finds a way of doing something. And you're like, okay, cool. This is another one of Brighton's kind of thing. Look at Bournemouth now. They brought this Ryan guy. Have you seen this Ryan kid, by the way? Looks decent, you know?
Yeah. Young kid. He's a teenager,
young Brazilian kid. You know what I mean, bro? They put 100 million release clause on him. So if United can find their way and do these little stuff here and there, that's where we're going to be set for a good summer. You get me? But we can't buy the obvious signings. We need to like look at different ones, different kind of, you know what I mean? And go through it like that, bro. That's what I would do anyway. But Isco, but you can't find an Isco now though. Who's an Isco now in the market? You can't find an Isco. Who's an Isco in today's market right now?
There isn't an Isco because them kind of players don't exist no more, bro. And also, modern managers don't facilitate for these players anymore.
You see what I'm trying to say? So if you can get a player like that, bro, or someone, I do like for me Lopez, but again, is he gonna leave? If he can sign a deal at Barcelona, these little technical, tiny players, bro. When we bought Mata, we didn't really use him, did we? Let's be honest, bro. We used him on the right-hand side. Imagine Kwan Mata now in this squad right now.
Yeah, I hear that. We should have kept Kagawa though. And
Kagawa, another one.
We've had just one of them ones. But these kind of players, they don't get respect here from mutants because they don't get GA, bruv. So it doesn't matter, bro. These non-GA ballers yesterday would have helped us. Players like Mata, players like Jadon Sancho, blood. You see these low blocks?
Bro.
Those are the kind of players, that you need against these low blocks, bruv. Players like Sancho that have good close control, that do good, they're good at doing give and goes and running in between the lines. Players like Jesse Lingard, bruv. Players like that. They're very good at doing the little give and goes, in between the lines and receiving the ball on the half turn. These are the players that they're not fashionable in the P&P Premier League where man just want man to have pace and run into space. But guess what, when you play on the continent and you're playing in Italy and you're playing against these deep blocks, bro, you need these technicians to open up the space, bro. You need your players like Yildiz and these guys to fucking create half a yard and put it in the top corner, bro. Because the space ain't always there, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? The space ain't always there, bro. And the thing is, in the Premier League, because the defending is so naive at times, a lot of the times, people think that players are better than they are because they got bare space to operate in. And as soon as they go into Europe and they start coming up against these stinky, stinky low blocks, they realize they're fucked, bro.
Yeah.
They realize they're fucked, bro. I tell you, man, all the time when we was watching Alonso ball at Leverkusen, I told him, as soon as he comes up against an Italian manager, he's finished, bro. And then he got smoked in that final, bro.
Gasparini,
then man want to do the super high press, do you know what I'm saying? Leaving bare gaps in behind. Oh, bruv, listen, Italian teams will sit back and say, you man can have the ball, do what you want. As soon as you come here, we're taking the ball and we're just playing it through you and you're getting cooked. And that's exactly what happened, bro. You know what I mean? It's difficult to play against these very, very organized teams, bro. It's very difficult. And you need individuals, bro. Like sometimes you can't pass your way through these teams.
This is where I feel like, man, if only JJ Gabriel was like 17, 18 now, he could have been fast-tracked into the team.
Again, he's another kind of player. Players like him, even Shea, those are the kind of players you need. You need Shea to just cut inside and whip it in the top corner.
Under 21 player like that. Where's he? Where? I'm surprised there's no under 21 player that's silky and like got that bit of something like,
Yeah, but bro, Ahmad was supposed to be that guy, bro, and he was missing yesterday.
He was.
That's the reality, bro.
I still think he's so important to the United team, bro, in terms of our shape, the way we press.
Ahmad's class, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Mean? But the thing is with Ahmad, he don't have the arrogance,
I know he's not selfish enough.
To the top. Like he don't. He's just like he's on this happy to be here shit. Like I'll do anything for the bad shit. Like if he was a real demon, like Mason, like do you think Mason Greenwood could be asked to be play right wing back? He's not doing it. You know
No.
And that's the difference, bro. Ahmad's such a nice guy, that little bit of bastard that you need to be a top player, he doesn't have it. No. You know what I mean? He doesn't have it, bro. And that's the reality. Like he's a 6 squad player for Man United, bro. He's a 6 squad player. But if man are looking to like win the league and do all these other things, bro, there's certain games I'll use him in and certain games I won't use him in.
I agree. But we need to get to a situation though where a player like Ahmad is a squad player, and that's not a bad thing because I'm seeing.
No, it's not because he's a high level player.
Bro, Foden has been on the bench for the past 4 games, guys.
But this is the point. They've had Foden and Cherky on the bench, bro, but we can't bench Ahmad, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a squad player, bro. There's nothing wrong with it. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you got to choose between Mbeumo and Ahmad, even though Ahmad's a better player than Mbeumo, Mbeumo's going to have more impact, in winning and deciding games because he's got that little bit of bastard in him. Like, he's got that little bit of arrogance in him where, like, he believes he could win a game. Do you know what I'm saying? On his own, he believes he can do something. Whereas Ahmad, like, he'll get into the box, like yesterday, he went down trying to win a penalty. He's like, bro, stay on your feet, blood, and just square it to someone. Like, why are you trying to go down for?
Yeah. I
agree.
You
see what I'm saying? Like, it's just little things like that. It winds me up in it because, like, someone was saying, if we had Mason Greenwood yesterday, brother, I'll put all my money. He's cutting inside and he's just wrapping in the top corner, you know? Like, done. Like, there's bro, what? Mason ain't trying to win no penalty or not, bruv. Drop the shoulder, raps.
Yeah, raps.
Bins. That's what's happening, bro. Like, no doubt, innit? He just got that little bit. He's got that little bit of stardust, that extra, bro, that arrogance. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll shoot from anywhere. Like, yesterday, we wasn't doing that, bro. Like, bare of it was just we were playing in between the lines, getting to the edge of the box, and then the players never had that little bit extra just to do it, bro. They didn't have it. Cunha's probably the most likely, and we took him off.
Facts. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, it comes down to the fact that, like, Carrick will learn. I think Carrick will understand, you know.
I think he already learned from that performance.
Yeah. I think, yeah. But that's what we needed, though. Because if it was, imagine we won 1-0, yeah, and he started the same team again against Everton. And we kind of knew that it weren't really smooth sailing in that game. You could tell there was a few things that we needed to sort out. And he didn't do that. He didn't correct it. That's why maybe having this game to analyze, prepare, Steve Holland, 2 weeks off, it might be a benefit to us because
I think it will be.
We might say, you know what, we're gonna do this now. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try that, and things might change in that aspect. So I think
that's why we should be positive, bro. We're still unbeaten. Do you know what I'm saying? We get some time off. We can work on more things tactically. Get ready for the next game. Sesko's confidence is through the roof, exactly where you want it. You know what I'm saying?
Finish, that is a ridiculous finish. People don't
demon realize finish, bro. It's an unbelievable finish, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like that makes up for the chance against Spurs, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That makes up for the chance against Spurs. And this is exactly what it is. So I think that there's a lot of positives, yeah. There's a lot of positives to take from this game, yeah. And the most important thing is we did not lose, blood.
Yeah. That's the one of the biggest ones. We didn't lose, and we just keep it moving, and that's the main thing. I think it comes down to the fact that, you know, it is gonna be, it's not all gonna be ups and downs, bro. Like, it's not gonna be all ups, should I say? So there's gonna be a few downs. There's gonna be a few moments where we look at it, and we've got to apply all of that, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's mad. It's mad. But I'm in a good place right now. I'm cool. I'm very, very calm. And I'm relaxed. And like I said to you, Everton game, we beat Everton, we're back on track. Simple as that. We're back on track.
100%, bro. And furthermore, we're not even back. We're still on track because Chelsea drew. So there's nothing that can happen, this week to change our league position. No one can go ahead of us.
Yeah, no one.
Nobody.
No one. Yeah, no one can
go ahead of us. All that can happen is potentially if Liverpool lose, they stay further away, and if Aston Villa lose, then we're 1 point closer to them. You know what I mean? It's like, but nothing can change. Like nobody can pass us, bro. So it's a minor, bro. I can't lie. That draw, it's just annoying. That's all it is. Like, it's just annoying.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of them ones where, you know, you would love to have won the game, but at the same time, if you look at the context behind it and the fact that, you know, they're a good team in terms of their form coming up to the game. We haven't won there in a couple of years. And you know what? They defended resolutely. And fair play to their manager. They sat in a low block. They defended for their lives. If Axel Disasi has a man of the match performance against you, then it's not your night, bro, because he's a scrub. You get me? And you know what I mean? And even Herman said as well, bro. You get me? We didn't test him enough. So yeah. Well, there's nothing you can do, bro. We just have to, you know, work on it. And the main thing is we work on it and we beat Everton. Then we can all talk about we don't have to worry about this game ever again. We don't have to talk about this game ever again. Simple.
Yeah, facts. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, listen, big up everyone in the side, in the chat. We're going to redirect to Man Them Talk. Make sure you get the likes up, man. You know what I mean? You need to get those up, bro. We're just about to hit 500, 800 likes, target people. Run those up,
like
man.
Video, man. Come on, people.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let them know what's coming up, my bro.
Yeah, but we're just going to talk about a bit more on Michael Carrick. What have we learned over the past 5 games? And then, yeah, bro, I think there's some Jim Ratcliffe quotes have come out as well.
Yeah, we'll look at them.
We'll look at them as well. Yeah, listen, that's it. And we're just going to be talking, man. There's a lot of things that have been said, so we're going to discuss them, people, man. But hit the like button here, man. And we should be at least on 800 likes, at least minimum.
Yep, that's it. So get it up, people. You know what I mean? Big up everyone inside. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit a like here and then make sure you drop a Rants raid in the next show.